I'm looking forward to meeting Eminem, actually.
You want to meet Eminem?
Yeah, I want to meet Eminem. I think he's cute.
She's cute, and I've heard little things that she said about me.
He's actually been a crush of mine for a while now.
I don't even know if I want this award. I might just take Christina home tonight. She heard a rumor that I was married, and then said, yeah, he's cute, but isn't he married, though? And I was like, no, you didn't just say that, you little bitch.
Meeting Janet Jackson? Eminem? Anyway.
Christina, I'm talking to you.
He has such animosity, it seems, towards me. I don't know why.
Christina with a plastic spoon.
Christina Aguilera and Eminem have one of the worst celebrity feuds to exist. Their fighting has spanned over 2 decades, and during this time, Eminem has threatened to harm Christina and spread rumors that she had given him an STD. At the same time, Christina defended herself against the rapper and shed some light on the truth about Eminem and his personal life. Their issues go deep, and there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into it. One of the most notorious celebrity feuds involves rapper Eminem and singer Christina Aguilera. If you guys didn't know that these two hated each other, now you know. But it didn't start off that way, because at first, Eminem had a crush on Christina Aguilera until Christina called him out for rapping about killing his ex-wife, Kim. Now, Eminem is an intense guy. You can tell by his music, so I wouldn't want to be on his bad side, but Christina could care less. What's interesting about this dynamic is that these two seem to be fond of each other before they turned against one another. There's a video breaking down the timeline of Eminem and Christina's lovers to enemies narrative, and it's gone viral on TikTok, racking up almost 10 million views. This person wrote on the screen, "I love that they had a crush on each other before they hated each other." And this is one of the most interesting celebrity feuds because they're both in different parts of the music industry, and nobody really saw it coming, but we saw it all play out in front of us. Let's watch that montage together where both of them are calling each other out.
Eminem? Anyway. I'm looking forward to meeting Eminem, actually.
You want to meet Eminem?
Yeah, I want to meet Eminem. I think he's cute.
Right between my Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera poster, thank you.
She's cute, and I've heard little things that she said about me or whatever.
He's actually been a crush of mine for a while now.
Thank you very much. First of all, I don't even know if I want this award. I might just take Christina home tonight.
I'm not a big fan of celebrity couples, but honestly, these two together would have been interesting. But the situation soured in the early 2000s when Christina's documentary for MTV aired. She was speaking with her girlfriends, and she picks a song of Eminem's to talk about. And even though she expresses that she likes his song titled My Name Is, she goes on to say that his one song, 97 Bonnie and Clyde, is very offensive, and she started talking about the rumors that Eminem was married. And this was a Christina documentary, so Eminem didn't appreciate that she was talking about him. At first, she heaps praise on the star, telling the others that he's got a cute face. Look at his face, he's so cute. Then Christina clears up the stupid rumors about them dating, saying that she's only met him one time, but he's a cool guy. Then she adds that I heard he's married now, the girl that he talks about killing on his record, actually, which is a very scary thing in general, that he would create an entire song talking about killing his ex-wife. If I was Christina, I would be avoiding Eminem at all costs, because if he could do that to Kim, his ex-wife, imagine what he could do to you. Eminem had indeed married his on and off again girlfriend Kim in 1999. She is the subject of many of his most controversial songs, which includes the song 97 Bonnie and Clyde, where he raps about killing Kim and enlisting their toddler daughter, Haley Jade, to help him dispose of her body. He raps, "Don't you want to help Dada build a sandcastle? And Mama said she wants to show you how far she can float. And don't worry about that little boo-boo on her throat. It's just a little scratch. It didn't hurt. She was eating dinner while you were sleeping and spilled ketchup on her shirt." So morbid. Christina says that it's pretty graphic, taking this girl out and killing her, like the mother of his child. That's kind of aggravating to listen to. Some of his album is kind of disturbing. Here's more of the rap. Baby, don't cry, honey. Don't get the wrong idea. Mama's too sleepy to hear you screaming in her ear. That's why you can't get her to wake, but don't worry. Dada made a nice bed for mommy at the bottom of the lake. Here, you want to help Dada tie a rope around this rock? We'll tie it to her footsie, then we'll roll her off the dock. Oh my gosh, I've heard this song before, but it's like, I'm getting goosebumps. This is like too much. Christina then warns her viewers about tolerating violence in relationships, saying abusive situations are not cool. I get a lot of fan mail from girls in really bad situations, and I've kind of been around situations like that growing up. So of course she doesn't want to get into one with Eminem. She said, I really emphasize respect, self-respect, and making a guy treat you right because it's so important. There's so many girls out there that are enslaved to their guy sometimes, who don't have enough self-confidence and stuff, and it's so sad. She says, girls out there, you've got to pull the plug on situations like that. Don't let a guy disrespect you. So really went from praising Eminem to, you know, kind of trying to paint him out as like an abusive person, which, you know, you can't, like, his music is disturbing, but I don't know, at least right now, of any domestic violence crimes against him. But Eminem wasn't happy with Christina's shout out in her documentary, and he was vocal in his anger at what Christina said. He told reporters, I was like, that's cool, she picked my video, but she heard a rumor that I was married. Eminem continued, I was like, no, you didn't just say that, you little bitch. And then she said, yeah, and doesn't he have a song about killing his baby's mother? I always tell my friends, I'm so against domestic violence, and if you're in a relationship, ... Eminem said, and I was like, why did she pick my video if she's picking it apart? I would rather have had her say nothing about me. She heard a rumor. She didn't know if I was married or not. She just heard a rumor and then put me on blast. Eminem continued, I figured, well, F it. Since she did that, all right, you said something about me, so I'm going to voice some rumors I've heard about you. And it actually turns out a few months after this documentary came out, Eminem did address Christina in his song, The Real Slim Shady.
She picked one of my videos.
So I picked Eminem, my name is, because whenever this video came out, I think a lot of people woke up and was
And I was like, that's cool, and she picked my video. She heard a rumor that I was married, and then said, yeah, he's cute, but isn't he married though?
I heard he's married now.
Eminem?
Yeah, totally. The girl that he talks about killing on his record, actually.
And I was like, no, you didn't just say that, you little bitch. She heard a rumor. She didn't know if I was married or not. She just heard a rumor and then put me on blast. But I figured, well, since she did that, you know what I'm saying? All right, okay, I'm married. Okay, whatever, that's cool. But, you know, you said something about me. So I'm gonna voice some rumors that I heard about you.
As I said earlier, I would not want Eminem as one of my enemies. And he stayed true to his word because in the year 2000, he released his song, The Real Slim Shady, where he mocked several celebrities, including Christina Aguilera. In the song, he makes derogatory comments about Christina before accusing her of giving him an STD. He even directly addresses what she said in her show, rapping, "Little B put me on blast on MTV. Yeah, he's cute, but I think he's married to Kim, he. He also rapped, Christina Aguilera better switch me chairs so I can sit next to Carson Daly and Fred Durst and hear them argue over who she gave head to first, trying to make it seem like she's someone who's promiscuous. Now, this put a lot of attention on these two, so people had questions. And by people, I mean Rolling Stone, because Christina Aguilera was on the cover and they asked her about her crush on Eminem. And she said, he's cute and everything, but he's got too many girls after him. Besides, he's married, so I'm gonna stay away from that. And it wasn't a diss at all. Also, look at this, like, this magazine cover. It says, can a Boy Scout be gay? Like, what is the 2000s is so chaotic. Just 5 days after the interview with Rolling Stone, Eminem releases a song called Of the Wall that was part of a soundtrack of a movie titled Nutty Professor 2, where he attacks Christina Aguilera again. He raps, causing terror to Christina Aguilera when I grab her by the hair and drag her across the Sahara. Trying to, I guess, like, physically threaten her. And then things slowed down until the VMAs. We saw Britney and Christina go onto stage to introduce Whitney Houston, but before doing so, there was a little Eminem shout out.
Tonight has been an amazing night for the both of us.
Yes, it has. Getting to perform on stage at Radio City.
Meeting Janet Jackson.
Eminem.
Anyway.
During that awards show, Eminem won Music Video of the Year, and he took his moment to briefly address Christina on stage.
Christina and Britney just came out here. I thought they was presenting the award. I'm gonna take this home and put it right between my Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera poster. Thank you.
Now, it could have been cool if their feud ended just there, but of course, it's not over yet. A few days later, Eminem releases an animated song where he mocks Christina Aguilera by referring to her as being a robot.
Hey, yo, Christina, I'm talking to you. Take that.
It's a little bit aggressive. I mean, even for a cartoon, he goes on to rip her head off, which is a little, I would feel uncomfortable. Eminem then goes on tour sometime later where he's seen wearing a shirt that reads that Christina sucks, Britney swallows, kind of going after Britney for no reason. Probably because Christina and Britney were pitted against each other in the early 2000s. We've got videos breaking down their feud, and Eminem definitely wasn't helpful in that situation. But then when it was time for the MTV VMA Music Awards back in 2002, Christina conveniently was the person to introduce Best Male Video, where Eminem won the award. And of course, MTV knew what they were doing by putting Christina up there and having Eminem win because it was going to make for good television.
What's up, New York City? I'm here to present the MTV Video Music Award for Best Male Video, a category where 5 good men are easy to find. We've got a true rock legend, a real Latin lover, a hip-hop cutie, and a couple of soul men, and 1 real troublemaker. Check it out. And the winner is... Interesting. Eminem.
Thank you.
A little bit awkward and intense. Honestly, both of them seemed a little uncomfortable in that moment. I mean, Eminem didn't really walk up that confidently and probably didn't want to share the stage with Christina. During the promotion of Stripped, Christina talked about what happened at the 2002 VMAs, where she confirmed that they talked about their feud.
After I presented the award to him, go backstage, and I just told him basically kind of how I felt about the whole situation and what had gone. We talked about it, and he said his piece, I did mine, and it ended in a hug. So he's he's all right. But yeah, I do respect him as an artist. I think lyrically he's super talented.
So it seemed like behind the scenes at the VMAs, they both talked it out and they were on good terms. And then 6 months later, Eminem had a movie coming out titled 8 Mile, and Christina was at the premiere. And of course, she was asked about Eminem's performance and what she thinks about him going into the acting field.
So excited to be here tonight. I hear great things about the movie. I hear great things about him as an actor in it, I guess his debut. So just excited to be here, big fan. I'm sure he'll do a great job.
So now it seems like everything is good. Everyone's getting along. They're showing up at each other's events. Christina seems like she's giving fan energy at this point. And actually in 2010, 2011, there was a rumor that Christina had recorded a song with Eminem and it was going to be the first single for her album, but it never came out. But about 7 years later, there was a song that came out from Eminem, and it was a freestyle where he talks about penetrating Christina Aguilera with a plastic spoon. So it makes me question where their friendship is at if he's still rapping this trash about her.
Christina with a plastic spoon.
Now, Christina did address this lyric, and of course, she wasn't a big fan. She was quoted saying, "It's not nice to go after anybody, especially a female in this business. And now what we're looking at and seeing come to the forefront is just get a new gig, have something else to talk about." Pretty much telling him to move on and get like a new anime because this is getting old, almost 20 years old at this point. At this point, it seems like Christina is at a different point in her career because she's working on televised talent shows and becoming more mainstream, while Eminem is a little bit more reclusive. When speaking to Andy Cohen, she was quoted saying, "That's really in the past. And you know, it was thirsty then and it's thirsty now."
Eminem has thrown many insults your way in his music, dating back to 2000 with The Real Slim Shady. He's since brought you up again. I was so surprised in his 2018 freestyle kickoff.
I don't know what's going on there.
Were you surprised last year when your name was on his lips again?
Yeah, I mean that's real thirsty. I don't know what's going on. That's real in the past, and you know, it was thirsty then, it's thirsty now, and
honestly, I don't think Eminem is winning this feud by constantly bringing her up. They also didn't ever have that serious of an issue for him to be so mad, because he was rapping about her in 2018. The following year, she confessed that she is baffled by him continuing to name drop her after almost 2 decades. I mean, at that point, it's flattering. Christina has been pretty good at keeping Eminem's name out of her mouth, but in 2002, she did put out a song that seems to reference him. The song is titled Can't Hold Us Down, and people suggest that this is about Eminem and misogyny in the business. She said it wasn't directed at anyone, but with their history and his lyrics, it was obvious that she was talking about him. She appears to indirectly call out his attitude in this single, and she writes in her lyrics, "Should I keep quiet because I'm a woman?" Again, trying to address the misogyny in this situation. Christina then goes on to sing, "When a female fires back, suddenly big talker don't know how to act. So he does what any little boy would do, making up a few false rumors or 2. That for sure is not a man to me, slandering names for popularity." And honestly, props to Christina for keeping it together, because Eminem is so aggressive. I mean, keep in mind that cartoon where he's ripping her head off. I mean, he's done some really nasty things. And I think if Christina did the same level back to him, people wouldn't look at her the same way. But clearly she's not that kind of person. And to be honest, operating with grace, it looks better in the long run, because I think Christina won this battle.
Whatever reason he has such animosity, it seems, towards me. I don't know why. But, you know, whatever I said, you know, I don't know what I said to really disturb him, but, you know, whatever I said, I'd say it again, so.
I'd say it again.
In recent history, she has addressed this feud. Christina reflected on the drama that comes with being in the public eye. She said, "The bigger you are and the more successful, unfortunately, that comes with more hate and more scrutiny." She said, "I'm a very sensitive person," before asserting, "but I'm also very tough at the end of the day." And good for Christina, but just to back it up a little bit, keep in mind that Eminem didn't like Christina because she said in her documentary that he was married. Now, being married, that's like public record. That's public information. Anyone can figure that out. So why was Eminem so upset that Christina spoke about his marriage when it's not even a rumor? It is true. Like, why is he calling his own marriage a rumor? And all she said that she couldn't, like, you know, she couldn't get into him because of how he wrote about his partner Kim and murdering her, which is kind of like understandable. Yet he is upset over it, and it doesn't really make sense to me, because everything that Christina said about him was true. He's been rapping about shoving plastic spoons inside of her and her giving STDs to people. So how does that compare to what she said at all? And honestly, they could have been a power couple, but Eminem clearly had an ego and he couldn't get over it. Plus, he was married, so they couldn't really be together in the first place. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. There's a lot to unpack here. And if you have any other video ideas for me, current topics or topics from the past, here's my email. Send me your video ideas and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.